right, friends, welcome into the McGrouchville, the Ocho edition. This is episode 8. This week we're going to do a Super Bowl recap. Maybe we'll include the halftime show as that's already been beaten to death. It's NBA All-Star Weekend as we're recording, and then we'll also hit the topic of the news that you don't care about to wrap up this week. And since we're all a bunch of grouches, how's the... Oh, I haven't even introduced ourselves, so I guess I'm the captain running this ship down. Matthew, and we got the gambler Landon.
What up, though?
And brother Chris.
Hola.
Well, indeed. Now I've already botched the beginning, so now we got our funny intro. How's everybody's week?
It's been pretty good. I'd say
Mid, as the kids say, or
I would say, especially like it's been rainy and gloomy, so couldn't really go out and do things. Been stuck inside the past 2 weeks, 2 days. So,
yeah. It's been a cold, rainy, poopy week. Yeah.
All of the above. I would attest to that.
I mean, it's really, we could probably do half an episode on, McGrouching this thing up. I mean, the weather is beating me down.
You would think that it would be a better week knowing that the evil Empire Chiefs have gotten brutally destroyed.
Ooh. It's still been rainy though and snowy, and so, well, I guess we can jump right in on a little roadmap. Tell us about how you been feeling watching the Chiefs Kingdom go down.
I say like unsatisfying. Mainly because like the game just totally sucked. Like the game is over in almost like the first quarter. And, like I don't know, it's just like I lost very little interest very quickly.
Were you interested in some of the commercials? I didn't even see any of that creative commercials.
The only one I really remember, it was like a Pringles commercial.
The little mustache.
Yeah, and like it's mainly when James Harden, he's known for his super big beard, and like when his little mustache got flown off, I lost it because it was so weird. Like just seeing half his beard gone, pretty much.
For the audience, you have to Google it. It's pretty funny.
It was that was pretty remarkable. Yeah, that was good. Oh yeah, I mean the Super Bowl experience for me was just absolutely miserable. We're hosting a small, small group, like literally, because I mean, in the past years, we didn't have like 15 or 20 guests, come over. It's a big deal, but I guess we're getting older and people have, more important things to do. And I get that. This game was a low marquee affair. I had the Bills and the Lions been on board. My gosh, man. I think it's been just exciting just in general, right? I think that, the shoulda, woulda, couldas of the playoffs really, I think it hit home, and so there was just, I don't know, around here there's not a lot of hype for this game. And then you think, well, maybe there could be an opportunity for, it could be thrilling. I mean, you could witness history or greatness, as everyone says. No. It was anything but. I mean, good for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. I mean, that's awesome. But yeah, it's definitely. I mean, our guests, they left after the halftime show because, I mean, what are we doing here? Like it's
right. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it was pretty much over at the first quarter, and like honestly, there was like not any hype going to the game at all. It like probably one of the least amount I've ever been excited to watch a Super Bowl.
I would agree with that. I think part of it was we were already fatigued from 2 years ago. Then it was just a crap product. I mean, and my daughter didn't get to see Travis Kelce propose at the end to Taylor Swift because no one wants to see.
Oh, gosh. I had like a little I don't want to say debate, but it's just like, what happened to Travis Kelce? That's not again straight guy here, but it's like he went from like looking pretty good, like with the buzz cut, like when he was dating. I don't remember who he was dating, but like a black girl at the time. So he had the nice buzz cut and beard, and then he switches to the country white singer, and now he looks like a country hick.
I know you look like.
I noticed that he has a different haircut. I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, at least he's done with the just straight mustache. Like, oh, that's I cannot stand just just straight mustaches.
No Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm sure she likes it. Otherwise, he's not going to do that to spite her. I promise. They're not that stage of their relationship just yet. Where
it is Valentine's Week, but we've already tracked on that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's President's Day weekend where you can go buy mattresses and take advantage of all the sales on home good needs.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Normally, that's another thing. It's like normally, like people want the day off of after the Super Bowl because it's kind of like it's supposed to be like a little kind of holiday. It's big celebration, big party. It's like this year, like no, I don't care. I can just go back. I don't. Again, where years past, like, oh, I can't. I wish we had the next day off.
You just take it off.
Absolutely. I used to take off the day after Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, it's
I did take it off, but it was mainly a predetermined one because my wife had actually gone to Kansas City. So, I mean, luckily she made it back safely after all the debacle of the atrocity that was that game. But so I literally did nothing Monday except for take the kids to school. Oh, that's not true. I went through all my tax receipts and stuff.
Oh, yeah, we don't need to go into that boring stuff again.
News you don't care about.
Maybe that'll be part of the tag in on the news we don't care about. People with like accent again.
We can all agree the Super Bowl was pretty crappy, I guess. But you want to give us something that was good from it?
I mean, depending on what side of the fence you are on, apparently.
I was waiting.
I mean, I thought the halftime show was pretty good. Of course, Kendrick Lamar to me is one of the top, hip hop artists like ever. He's going to be mentioned among the greatest, like Tupac, Eminem, Biggie. Mainly, honestly, more of the West Coast rappers since he's from Compton, I believe, or around that area. But yeah, a lot. But he's probably not for everyone because like he can definitely be like, he throws like little intricate like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you have no clue what's going on.
And I had no clue what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, it really showed my age. It was really.
I was thinking.
It was very challenging.
You know what I felt like? I felt like Joey Votto, how like he was young and won the MVP 2010, and then he just that last year had to retire because he was just old and not good and just not with it.
I mean, but again, you guys probably don't know this, but he probably mainly got I think selected this year because of his. You guys have probably heard of it, like his song "Not Like Us." It got played by so many sports teams. Especially like after a victory or something like that. Like they play that. But his song "Not Like Us" is a diss track to Drake. And throughout the entire concert, like that, his little performance, like he kept teasing it and teasing it, and then especially, Drake is being petty and suing people over that song since it went super viral. So, yeah, and you can see like as soon as like the whole time he's performing that song, he just had the biggest smile because especially when I don't know if I can say this, but he performed the one line. It's like, say Drake, I heard you like him young. And plus, and then the last part is like the A what's it go like? Whatever. It's like the main punchline is A minor, which is obviously a key for music. That he sings it a lot, and plus it's like the whole. You guys can imagine.
Yeah. This has been the best breakdown, like at ELI 5 of the Super Bowl halftime that I've had all week. And I've heard several different people have takes on it, but this is the first time I'm like, oh, I could actually see how that could be interesting. Like
social media, though. Yeah, we
remember-
tried to be a little bit different.
I remember when I was a kid and my dad brought like a single of Guns N' Roses playing Patience to my grandparents' house. And
Was this Honey and Poppy?
yeah. Brought the Tekka single right over to Honey and Poppy's, played it, and it was just the cringiest cringe fest like that was going on in my kitchen on Sunday night. I mean, he was like, listen, I mean, this is an artistic song. Can you believe this like, heavy metal band is like, so it's soft and it's a great song. I mean, and he's not wrong. It is a power ballad. I really it's amazing. And so it had that same like generational effect thing where, man, I just I guess I'm my grandparents, man. It's it's like when like the little babies on South Park, call the kids grandpa. That's that's 100% what's happening in my life. But hey, man, kudos, man. That was a really good. It was a good explanation. I'm like, okay, cool, all right. Okay.
Yeah,
that was probably I mean, most of it's been beat down this week, but
that's his main song. But it's just like, imagine being Drake. Like your whole career, you've been hyped up since like 2008, and then
whenever he was on that weird Canadian show, you guys know what I'm talking about?
I know he was on a show like on Nickelodeon like a long time ago. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about.
It was hold on. Got to fire up the Google machine. Degrassi. That is like a.
Yeah, no clue what you're talking about.
Well, you'll have to Google it.
Yeah,
I think I don't know if this is true. Because I never watched the show. I think he got shot in the show, but we would need somebody who actually is a Drake fan to comment and fact check that. So,
well, I mean,
I've heard of Degrassi. I never watched it.
Yeah. Hard to find many Drake fans now. But again, he's been in the spotlight for almost 20 years now, and then in 1 year and about 5 songs, it just ruins his entire reputation.
He should sing more duets with Rihanna.
I mean, it was funny. Kendrick brought out Serena Williams, and she started crip walking, and her and Drake used to date. So yeah.
So there was a lot of symbolism, a lot of daggers thrown, right?
Oh yeah.
It was a petty fest.
Oh, it definitely. Yeah, especially like, I mean, it could have been like, at the very end, like it said "game over," like in the stands. They could be like, oh, this game's already over. With football game, you could have turned it off right then and there because it was over. Or it's like, hey, game over. Drake, your career is officially done. Like, I just performed the biggest song of the year that won 5 Grammys at the Super Bowl in front of millions and millions of people watching, and told people that he was he was in the young people.
Yeah. What did they say? Adults attracted to minors? Aren't they trying to make that normalized in the grossest way ever?
No thanks.
It's attracted to minors. Like, what are we doing here, man? Like,
man. Well, we go from the outhouse to the penthouse this weekend. We've got the NBA All-Star game, but as the time that we put this out into YouTube land, it would have already been taken place. But this is a nice segment to talk about things that are All-Stars, I guess. in pop culture or our favorite All-Star moments. Landon, you excited about? What are you looking forward to this weekend since you're our NBA guru?
Oh, I mean, honestly, for the past few years, this honestly is part of the news that people don't care about, because like the past few years, like the NBA All-Star Game has been an absolute joke. It's like it seems like I can't even remember like the last time that the people have actually tried during the All-Star Game. Especially like they're trying a new format this year, and
Oh, I don't know about the format.
oh, okay.
Here we go. I mean, so I know the NHL dabbled with it, and I kind of like it because it was so. For the hockey fans out there, all four of them, they used to do like the Western Conference versus Eastern Conference kind of thing, but now, Christopher, you can correct me on this. I think they do the divisions, and so it's like a 3-on-3 kind of thing. It's very fast paced, and then they do each period. It's kind of like a knockout round for each of the divisions. It's pretty cool, right? Because it's fast paced, engaged. It's kind of a niche kind of thing.
So wait, so it's a 3-on-3 tournament style?
Each period, hold on. We'll have to. I didn't do my research on this, so.
All right. While you do that, it's like again, the slam dunk contest used to be like the highlight, and that hasn't been really good except since the whole Aaron Gordon versus Zach LaVine. I think that was like 2017 or 2018. And then 2 years ago, Mac McClung, who's a G Leaguer, stole the show. Again, why we have to get G Leaguers participating in an NBA All-Star game? Because
wait, what? You got G Leaguers in here?
Oh yeah, at least in
and it was
slam dunk. It was the slam dunk contest at least.
NHL is a 3-on-3 format, but I think they're ditching it this year because you've got the little world tournament going on, or the Euro, whatever, the Hockey Four Nations.
Gotcha.
So I think they used to do the divisions, but then it's like you got the captains out. I don't know. It's very cool play. It's fast pace. I mean, lots of offense, but you're at least trying. I think they should incentivize this thing more, but go ahead with your NBA nonsense.
I don't know. It sounds like that'd be more interesting than what the NBA All-Star was going to be. But yeah, so like I said, slam dunk. Last good one was between Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. And then, 2 years ago, a G Leaguer, Mac McClung, pretty much did his thing. And he also kind of won it again last year. Even though last year an All-Star actually did participate in Jaylen Brown, thankfully. But, he was but he's just like, okay, let's get somebody relevant in this thing.
I have before we can actually pivot on some of your NBA talk on the news you don't care about, because I have a funny.
Oh yeah, this whole segment is kind of already news don't care.
News you don't care about. Well, I have a funny story though that is not NBA, and that is MLB All-Star, but it revolves around Mark Crouch and Christopher, circa 1994.
That's just interesting than what I'm probably going to say. So
no, I don't know. We'll battle. It'd be like Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Maybe we'll have to like battle this one out. But before I get to that,
in this situation,
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Exit out. Yeah, I better watch what I say, or we'll get canceled before we even get more viewers and subscribers. So before I tell my story, and I don't know if you remember, Christopher, on this one, what do you have on All-Star events or memorable moments?
Several. I mean, they're all going to feature the MLB though. I mean, it's just going to be a complete.
Yeah, we had to shelf life the NBA one, because I think when you talk about skills competition and All-Star event, I mean the Pro Bowl. I used to enjoy the Pro Bowl, but I'm not a big fan of these Pro Bowl games. I do like the home run derby for baseball. I think that one's probably the top notch.
There's nothing beating the home run derby.
And then you have as far as your memorable midsummer classics. I mean, Johnny Bench taking out. I mean, not Johnny Bench. Pete Rose taking out the catcher in the '70s. I mean, that would be an Uncle Jeff story.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
And
I mean, there's some recent moments. I mean, just a few years ago, Albies and Freeman were all mic'd up during the game. You know, it was pretty cool. During and who'd have known that you know, they would go on to win it all that year. And then way back in 2010, and had a clutch 3-run double in the seventh. First win for the NL since '96. The NL just can't get it done. But McCann,
except for in the World Series, though. I mean, you got the Dodgers,
for
Braves.
sure, yeah. But I mean, yeah, McCann to get the All-Star MVP, you know, that year. Yep. But yeah, now I think he's probably an All-Star of like drinking beer and, you know, and golf or whatever. If I had to guess, I'm not sure.
yeah.
I mean, we got pitchers and catchers reporting. I'm sure if we can last this long, we'll keep it rolling. We'll be talking about the MLB All-Star come July. They're actually going back from these crazy alternate uniforms to the MLB.
I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
These has it been 2 years of this? Just
I think it's a little bit more than that. I don't know. Running around in pajamas. It's been quite a few years.
I mean, I'm not a fashion icon. I mean, dude, but that is just terrible. They're awful. You need to go back to just the classic wear your uniform with a patch on it all the day.
We are old man talk today. I mean, we have
that's
those.
and you're not gonna. I mean, you know, you'll get some new age, you know, new vibes of explanations, you know, of pop drama. Hey, come here. We have that too. But if you want to complain about you know, changes to the sport, baseball, yeah, you'll find it.
Get off my lawn kind of thing. I like it.
For sure, yeah. But I do think I can allude to something, Matthew, that you're foreshadowing a few minutes back. So technology is
I think I'm gonna before I rain on this parade here. This is gonna be good. 2015, we had the All-Star game in Cincinnati, and exposed Ellie to some baseball. I mean, it's probably why she hates sports, though. But it was a cool festivities and just setting up to say the All-Star game for the MLB is going to be in Atlanta this year, and I wish we had the funds to.
Undemocratic stolen years back.
Yeah. But the All-Star Fan Fest is a pretty cool event if we could ever make that happen and go big time on the McGrouchville and maybe do an episode one day.
You got plenty of swag that was autographed, right?
Yeah. It was a fun time. I mean, some of this I've sold, but some of it I've kept. So
yeah, I've never understood because they've always done like the MLB All-Star uniforms for like the home run derby. And like I've always thought those were pretty cool, but then like they used to like not wear them during the games though. Until but so it's like I never understood that, but then now it's like, oh, they want them to wear the game and they look trash.
I do like them wearing during the home run derby, but yeah, don't bring it out in the real game.
I mean, that makes no sense though. Like, you know, if you're gonna make jerseys for the home run, you know how before they were required to wear it for the game, like they were so cool. Like, I'm just looking back on them now, and like a few of these I really like. I really like the 2012 Kansas City ones. Like some like the pretty much like that early 2000s ones I like a lot. But yeah,
there you go. Well, I didn't want to steal the story into technology, but this I hope it's going to be an epic throwdown. I'll pass it back to you, Christopher.
Yeah. I can't remember what year it was.
Oh, I can tell you.
You can recall?
I can recall if it's the one that you're about to jump into.
Yeah. I was thinking it might be the '89 World Series or '89 All-Star game.
Okay.
But you know, I was thinking it was I was conflating the '89 World Series with
the earthquake.
The earthquake. Totally different. Yeah, I was absolutely conflating that with an All-Star game. So Um, I I guess that I thought that the VCR was not in doing anything. I thought that the VCR was just existing, maybe, and maybe it knew to continue recording the All Star game. If so, I don't know the reason. I'm just not good with tech. I mean, I am now to an extent functioning as an adult. But my God, man, I if you want to piss your stepdad off, here's what you do. You go ahead and stop the All Star game from recording on the VCR, and then I probably lied about it. Probably said that Matthew did it. I don't know. I don't remember that much. All I remember was just blacking out from just hearing like how frustrated Mark Couch was that I stopped the All Star game from being fully recorded. I think part of it was recorded, or maybe none of it. I don't know. I don't know. I did not. You guys, I didn't. I did not come out like guns blazing to make this man have a miserable life. I mean, seriously, the lawn
I mean,
dart,
you almost killed him with a dart.
the lawn
A
dart.
lawn
I
dart.
mean, and I mean, all the guy want to do is just hang out and have a beer or two. There's nothing wrong with that.
Or
And I
fly
just
out.
completely was ass and ruined it all the time.
Oh wait, so do you like stop? You stopped recording, like you changed the channel?
Oh no! Oh no!
I changed the channel, but that totally like stopped
Yeah,
the whole thing from recording.
it
This
was
it was the
for,
Navi
for
TV.
the kids that are way back. I mean, back in the
Yeah.
80s and 90s, you didn't have this like pause live TV nonsense. You had to literally grab like this crazy VHS
And it wasn't
recording.
even real blank. It was like a recorded over tape.
It was a recorded over. I think it was.
Never went and bought brand new like blank tapes. You just recorded over something else, and it was just
So
the thing.
setting up the scene here. So it was a 1994 All-Star game. And the only reason I remember this is because it's Fred McGriff had hit a home run off of Lee Smith. Lee Smith played one season, I think it was one season, for the Orioles as the closer, and he hit it off of Lee Smith in the NL1. And it was one of the last, I don't know, like it was a crazy game. I don't know if it went into the ninth inning or extra innings, probably the ninth inning. I don't know. But it was you have to Google it. The 94 All-Star game. Terrible 94 season with a strike, but the All-Star game was pretty awesome. And so, Mark.
Man, I feel even douchier now that it was in like 7th grade. I, for some reason, I thought I was younger, but
Oh no! I'm the jerk little brother. So Mark Crouch worked. I think he would work like third shift, second shift. He worked at night, whatever.
yeah, I think it was third shift time.
So he comes home with these combos and snackety snack for the listeners.
Like a Bud Light and some pepperoni pizza combos.
Yes.
I know the man could get, it would be like me, just like
Marlboro Ultralights.
game. Yeah, and a pack of heaters, man. Like let's go. And I ruined it for this man. I have a very interesting, past with him, and sometimes, man, I guess I just look in the damn mirror. I mean, straight up Michael Jackson here. Like I was a little douchey kid.
Oh, it did go 10 innings. The NL won 8-7.
Oh, and cut off at like the 7th or something. Who knows?
Yeah, it was something rowdy.
Brutal. Brutal. Oh man. I bet he's cracking a cold one now in heaven and thinking he finally got it. He finally understands. Oh, wow. I was given a lot of grace for that, like all these years. He could have just totally hated me forever. Man.
Oh man. But no, I mean we had some moments after getting older, but I mean I don't know. You have two personalities going at it.
Yeah, I just didn't realize that that it was in '94. I swear it was in the '80s. Man, everything's so blurry, like
Yeah.
I don't think I watched anything until the '94.
If you remember it, then that's real.
That's your first all-star.
That's my first memory.
Oh,
I do find it like it's pretty cool that MLB is probably like the most interesting like, all-star as far as the whole weekend, and it's like they haven't really had to change the formula as much.
They've added some like the futures game and stuff, but yeah, they've not
But like
messed with the game itself.
It's still AL, NL. It still has. I mean, home run derby is changed a little bit, but as far as like the game itself, it's like NFL. They literally have flag football. Hockey. I guess they have the 3-on-3 thing now. Whatever he said it
skills
was.
competition and stuff.
Yeah, and NBA has been a complete joke for years now. So
if you had to put together a starting five of celebrities or pop culture all stars, what would you go with? And I'm an old man now. I'm trying to make something relevant. I can't throw anything out like a Cameron Diaz or Jennifer Lopez. some of these older things.
Are we talking about like for like just in general? Like
I think in general pop culture.
Like what sport are they playing? Or just in general?
I just said starting five. Maybe we can do in general.
Well, okay. Well, I guess number one for me is he's dominated pretty much NBA All-Star Weekend every time. It's Kevin Hart.
Oh,
everybody loves Kevin Hart with his comedic attitude. Everybody just loves him, and he's literally done the All-Star game. Like whether it's like competed in the Celebrity All-Star game, or like this year he's like,
and he's all over the commercials, the DraftKings commercials and stuff. I think that's an underrated fan voting. Get in there.
Yeah. So
I mean,
Kevin Hart, best, or I won't say best, but like most well known, like in the All-Star, for like at least for NBA stuff.
I'm just throwing out things as far as if you had to put out your five best pop culture people on right now, but I like the Kevin Hart one because he's on everything, and you get the relevance with the NBA.
And the roast of Tom Brady, man. That was.
Oh, that's true.
He was brilliant, man.
I don't know if we're gonna pick the same one. I've got to leave, but Christopher, I'll let you go first if you were to pick the starting five. Add to Kevin Hart.
Are you talking about celebrities in general?
Yeah, maybe just pop culture. If we had to put an all-star team together.
Gosh, I mean, oh man, it's between a pretty strong duo. I might go with Will Ferrell.
Were you going to go Sydney Sweeney?
No, I was thinking Will Ferrell would be.
Will Ferrell? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought you said you were going to go with a girl. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's
all right.
Funny, yeah.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I mean, he gets along with everyone as well. I mean,
I'm still thinking about sports. Like, dude's like what 6'7" or 6'6" too.
Oh yeah, and he made that weird basketball movie that I didn't actually see that one.
Isn't it like Slam Dunk or something?
Oh, it's some. I know. Is it All Star? No.
Nope. We're gonna have to Google it, kids.
It's a silly title.
Semi-pro.
Yeah.
I tried to watch that when it came out. I don't know. I
add it to the list of things I've never seen.
No, yeah, yeah. When the feud's just like, it's a tough one. Yeah.
Man, you guys are coming out strong. I got nothing. I was gonna go Timothy Chalamet or whatever, just because I was impressed with his goofy picks on the College Game Day, and he's relevant in pop culture right now.
Have you guys seen the movie that he was? Yeah, he was the big movie.
Not Willy Wonka.
I've seen Wonka.
I was talking about the Bob Dylan movie he was in.
I've not. Tell us about it. Have you seen it?
I have not. I was kind of relying on you guys because that was the reason why he was everywhere, because the Bob Dylan movie was coming out.
Yep, not Wonka.
I didn't even know he was in Willy Wonka. I'm talking about like the Charlie and the Chocolate. Not obviously not the OG, but
yeah, he redid it, or they redid it.
Everything's repackaged. If you're according to Meemaw, everything is a repeat.
It is, yeah. I watched it on the plane this summer coming back from Cancun, and it's yep. Like I said, it was either that or the Jennifer Lawrence full frontal movie that she was in, and I didn't want to be that dude watching that on the plane, so I chose a family-friendly movie to watch, and I think that I probably got some Jesus points, hopefully, because yeah, it would have been pretty cringy had the gal asked me if I wanted another vodka tonic, and you know, that was the thing. So yeah, for sure. You know.
Goodness.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
Any other celebrities we would throw on that list? Yeah, I think
I mean,
top 3 solid ones.
Are we just combining for our top 5, or are we all?
Yeah, we just combine it. I don't care. There's no format.
Sandman up there.
What is that?
The Sandman. Yeah, he'll be up there. Adam Sandler. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, plus he's also amazing. I keep going back to sports, but yeah, he's also a great basketball player.
Have you seen the Truman Show? I mean, not Truman Show, the Cable Guy. He jumps on the dude and breaks the backboard.
No.
Where's he? Movies from the 90s.
Check. Flag on the Field.
What is it?
Jim Carrey, not Adam Sandler.
Oh man,
yeah.
I had Jim Carrey and Flag on the Field.
Yeah,
I like it. I can't say that they're both. Never mind. Dang, that was a bad fact check.
Yeah,
you can tell it's late recording.
Yeah, I didn't know
Adam Sandler is
in real life, in real time.
Yeah. Okay, so Jim Carrey. Yeah, I don't know if he's good at basketball, but I was just throwing him all into the comedians.
Okay, so we have pretty much our point guard or where point
Sydney Sweeney. I don't know.
No, Kevin Hart. I guess our power forward with Will Ferrell. How tall is Timothy Chalamet?
When Will Ferrell be a center?
I mean, depending on what our last celebrity would be, but of course, there's probably not too many people that can.
We can't throw Jim Carrey in because I'll just ruin that whole segment.
Oh,
I mean, Chalamet, according to the Googles, is 5 feet 10 inches. So, and I bet if he went to, was it what's it where they go to right before the draft? That he would probably check in at like 5'8". The guys always
you got to add to
the combine.
Yeah, the combine. Yeah, Timothée Chalamet at the combine is going to come in at like 5'6".
Whoa, I'm still 15 yards behind, mixing up the comedians over here. I don't know if I can recover from that. That was a fumble at the 1 yard line.
You know what? I don't know much, but man, I'm a big fan of the cult classic Cable Guy. It's just it's dark and amazing in so many ways. Yeah.
Who would be our fifth person then? Alex.
I'm trying to think of non sports people now. It's kind of hard.
Does your brain even operate in that wavelength? I mean, I guess the music. It would be like for music guys.
Well, also I'm thinking. Again, I got all-star sports on my mind. I'm thinking, sometimes women they also perform celebrity games to keep some WNBA stars also perform an all-star celebrity game.
You got the WWE girl Bailey this weekend that's going to be there.
Oh, nice.
Google her, folks. That's all we're going to say all night.
The gal from Ireland.
No,
she's from San Francisco.
The gal from Ireland was on the Sports Talk here in Nashville last week. I can tell you that.
Yeah, because they were in Raw for.
She had a lovely interview. Like she seemed pretty interesting.
Was she the Intercontinental Champion?
Yeah, that's right. Yep, she had some sort of title, and I think that was it. What's her name?
Lyra Valkyria.
Yep, that's it. It was some Game of Thronesy name that I knew if I would.
She lost to Bailey on Monday. Not that I watched. Yeah, but she didn't lose her title, so it was a non-title match, but it was for the qualifying one for the Elimination Chamber. This is so ridiculous news you don't care about.
Yeah.
Wow,
Wait,
this
you
is. I
said
mean, when I heard
like
the
hold
interview,
on.
I was like, I can't wait to like bring this up, and then I forgot. And
Like,
yeah, she seemed pretty awesome. Mhm.
She's newer.
so is she like you said she's like intercontinental champion?
So they just created this belt
Okay, so
for
it's
women.
women's. Okay, I
Yeah,
was
it's the
so
women's. Yeah,
confused. Like I've only
she's
known
not
her.
like China. She's not beating up the guys. So it's the women's
Okay,
belt. Yeah, she's 28. She's from Dublin.
yeah.
Um,
Nobody's beating that girl Liv Morgan though.
ah, man, she is. She's you know what? Yeah, she's Liv Morgan, and that'll end this segment on All Stars as we will not go with our fifth one. We can put Bailey on there. I think she's supposed to be on the NBA, one of the celebrity or some of the challenges going on this weekend. So
Oh, she's gonna blow up, man. Like she has, yeah, she has a kind of a cool look to her. Like, yeah. Yeah. Did the girls like her, Matthew?
they do. Yep.
Awesome. Awesome.
But well, I've steered us all over the place. So
Yeah,
kind of wrapping up.
what
Watch the
what
All
even
Star
happened
game.
to this episode? We tried to somewhat format and we just went way off the rails.
Nope, we are off the grid. That's fine. We were into news you don't care about because we are still on All Star Game. Tell us about the
Yeah.
news
Yeah.
of why we should care about the NBA All Star Game and any other nonsensical things to get us through, to muddle through life, through the cold, through your boring life if you hate your job, and
Oh,
if you don't even go to work anymore.
why you should care? Ooh, that's tough.
I don't know. Take it and run. I'm
I
trying
mean, I
to
guess
trying to snap the ball back to you.
I mean, I guess if you want to, I mean, if you want to be, if you want to see how the new format works, you got.
But by the time they listen to this, it's already going to play it out.
True. Basically, they try to gimmick up to make players try. There's 4 teams of 8. There's Team Shaq, which is like the legendary OG teams.
We know how Christopher feels about Shaq. It's like Snoop Dogg. He's in every commercial.
Yeah.
Baroni.
Like basically, yeah, I can't remember all stars. Doesn't matter. But again, there's Team Shaq who had like all the OG, all stars. There's Team Chuck who has all the foreign all stars.
Is Luca on this team?
Well, Luke is not an all star because he's been hurt too much of the year.
Sad.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? He's on the Lakers now for some reason. And then there's Team Kenny, who has all the young all stars. And then for some random reason, they decided, hey, let's get the G Leaguers and like Rising. I think G Leaguers and Rising Stars. They're doing like a little tournament too, and then like whatever team of 8 comes out of that, they're going to be playing one of the teams. I don't know which team. They're going to be competing against one of the 8 teams of either Shaq, Kenny, or Chuck. So it's kind of
I'm looking at this roster though. The young guys don't look too bad though. You got Anthony Edwards.
I mean, it's gonna be the young team who wins because they're gonna actually care. Because most of them.
But look at this batch on the OGs on Team Shaq. I didn't realize that Anthony Davis did make it as an All-Star, but he's hurt again.
Yeah,
Who's going to take his spot?
I think
you got Jason Tatum.
I think
Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I think Kyrie replaced Anthony Davis.
So, yeah.
But,
I don't know the young guys.
The young guys will care though. Like
I think the global guys. I mean, you got Jokic. He doesn't like to lose. Giannis.
Jokic last year did not care. Like he literally just wants to go home.
He just wants to do his farm animals. It's like when they won the NBA Finals. He didn't want to do the parade. He just wanted to go home. He's like, forget this, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I want. Just guys show up to work and then just get out.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's the best player on the planet, and he doesn't even try. And he posts triple doubles like every game, and like meaningful triple doubles, like almost 30 points a game, 30 or 13 assists, and like 10 rebounds. And
some of these global guys, I don't know why I didn't realize they were actually global. I'm looking at Well, why is Trae Young on that team?
He just got replaced since Giannis Antetokounmpo is hurt and not gonna play.
You're the only one I've known who's ever just said his full name.
Dude,
Well,
that was
I
impressive.
wanted to
Really impressive.
like again 99%
There's people who still can't say Iamaliava.
It's true.
Like lifelong Balls fans can't say it. Like they're still like trainer wheeling around with Nico.
I really just
Around the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
I really just wanted to see if I could test myself and actually say it. And I could have said it wrong, but I'm really confident in saying that I said it.
No, that was solid.
You
That
got
was
home on live TV, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got to practice this Valkyrie chick's name. Like,
you got when you guys come up, you got to watch it with her, Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah.
Valkyria. Yeah. She said something in her interview that kind of circles back to what you're saying. Like, she said that that I guess when they're in their training and they're working like on their craft, like you want to look like you're actually trying and not, oh, I'm making this look easy. Like the effort piece and the intensity of your workouts and your trainings and all that is like a big deal. And she thinks that's kind of led to her success a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. I think part of too when Vince McMahon had all this crazy scandal stuff and their camera dude, they hired. Now this dude's got a little bit of a scandal, but I can't remember his name. But he used to work at ESPN with the little camera shots. So now when the wrestlers come in the arena, it looks more like a sporting event than just a gimmicky, like, oh, this is fake wrestling.
Ah, gotcha. Because the guys on the radio were like, "Hey, good luck this weekend." And it's like, it's already predetermined. She already probably knows if she's gonna win or not. I'm guessing, right? I mean,
yeah. Unless they just pull a Bret Hart, Montreal screw job type of deal.
there you go. Yeah, I don't think they're in the market to do that. Probably, keep everyone on script. Unlike us, dude, we could have $1 million producers telling us, and we would not be able to stay on script.
Yeah, that's so funny to me. Like they literally have like WWE like analysis type of like stuff. Like how? I'm not even talking like on like WWE Network or whatever. Like radio shows. Like how can you analyze this type of stuff when it's predetermined? I don't get it. But...
The wheels are turning here.
People get in it. I bet Mimo would listen to that podcast over ours.
It's true.
Oh, definitely.
Oh man, I just got another work complaint, but that's for a podcast for another time. It's shown. So there we go. So we got Team Chuck, Team Shaq, Team.
Team. That you're not good at your day job, Matthew.
I know.
True. VPs just don't go around like.
Oh, I did forget. Candace Parker is the coach of the Rising Star G Team. Tennessee legend.
There you go. Man.
Like Maliava.
I almost want you to try to do the
and these like guys are gonna be like, I mean, did you see what Nico? He brought some hardware. Like, really? Still sticking with the Nico.
That's all we know.
Yep, indeed.
Mm.
Man, I got really thrown off on that. That was funny stuff.
It's hard to multitask, sir. Yeah.
I know. I can't do it.
Nope. Meanwhile, this whole thing has been a multitask of randomness.
It's with the people. We'll get to it. It's only episode 8, so we're only 8 in.
Oh,
we don't.
That's right. I mean, go back to your podcast and listen to their 8th episode. I mean, get out of here with that. You think the 8th episode of Sports Center was like a banger? I mean,
as the kids say,
I mean, only if we were like professionals who could like hire full studios, have professional cameras.
We'll get there
one day.
Yeah,
we'll all
work on your craft there, Landon.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, one day we'll just have a full studio mansion, and we'll have like a full studio, and all be one happy podcast.
One happy podcast. That probably does exist out there. If it is,
Funny.
hey, go check it out, but come back to us.
Goodness. Any more random news?
News of the random. No,
Oof.
no. That interview that I listened to, though, I think that is up there.
Yeah,
Um, I think that people will probably be expecting more Mark Crouch stories, and I probably need to do a lot of prayer and self-reflection over realize what a bad piece of crap kid I was. Maybe that's why I didn't want children as an adult. Like, growing up, I was
No.
such a bad one. Yeah, I'll bring more stories. I'm sure there's more.
War stories, of course. And more stories. I mean, he almost killed the guy and made him go blind with a lawn dart. Maybe we could do a whole segment on lawn darts
Yeah,
and how they're illegal.
the illegalities of lawn darts. People are like, what lawn darts? Really? Yeah.
We have drunk driving stories. We have neighbors with lice stories with him and freaking out. You
Oh
punch your
yeah.
brother in the face stories.
Yeah.
We can go down the list.
Yeah. It would be an auditory history uh, that show that just wrapped up years ago. Uh, there in the 80s. Called oh, everything's in the 80s. They had the Schmoopy and the
Chris, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
television.
You have to Google it.
It was super popular. I just can't remember the name.
Maybe if you
The Goldbergs.
VHS
The Goldbergs. The Goldbergs.
Oh, yeah, Goldberg. Go watch Goldberg. This is like recent show, but it was about the 80s.
Correct. Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
this is like an
yeah.
auditory of retelling of like 80s kind of like.
It's a funny show, Landon. You got to go watch it. It comes on syndication now, like after your local news.
What?
If yes, on syndication. Isn't that how you say it when there's like reruns?
Yeah. Or it might be on the
I've
Hulu's.
never heard of that word.
It isn't.
Ever.
Ah, gosh.
The Goldbergs, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it was like 8 seasons, 9 seasons. I mean, it was.
Yeah, I mean, it fairly recently wrapped up, like in the past few years. But
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you have old VHS recording of it. I watch it.
It's funny because like
the intro,
their intro, they put the VHS in, man.
yeah, I think as I twisted up inside and something. I don't know. It's
Right.
and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's good stuff.
Don't lies here, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll add it to the hundreds of lists of things I need to watch.
He won't watch it, and then you give us a recap on it on one of the episodes. It's like me saying I'm going to be on time to places, and no, it's not it. Goodness. Well, we've been battling through the misery of the rain. Anything you are looking forward to? Maybe in our final thoughts. Maybe we won't end on a grouchy note. Maybe we'll end on some optimism here. You said no.
I just hope everybody has a great vacation with their significant other, or I mean, vacation, a Valentine's Day.
I'm always thinking about vacation, man. Going back to the Super Bowl, dude. That cruise ship commercial with Drew Barrymore.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. With the
so that cruise line is dope. That's the cruise line that we went on last year in summer, and it was amazing. Not that specific new boat they're on is it's just getting his maiden voyage underway, but and it's bigger than the Seascape that we're on. Seascape was phenomenal. Yeah, it was great. So
it's not the naked cruise ship that they're talking about, is it?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. We had clothes on. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and it's a European-based company, and so their pizza buffet, their pizza was, dude, it was absolutely fire. Like, I ate pizza every single day. Like, I checked it off. I think I skipped one day toward the end, and I don't even know why I did that.
I've not been on a cruise. I keep asking the girls, like, hey, if you could plan out like a vacation, do you want to do? We've done Disney World, we've done some of the other theme parks. Would you like to go on a cruise? I kid you not. Claire literally thinks, she's like, can I bring my floaties because I'm going to be in the water? I said, you don't just. We don't throw you in the ocean. Like she's thinking, like she's gonna have to.
An Alaskan cruise. Alaska? No.
Was that?
I thought you guys.
No, we didn't. We didn't go to Alaska. We flew into Anchorage and we rented a car and just drove around all the places.
Oh, Gigi took the Alaskan cruise.
Yeah. Gigi took the Alaska cruise. See, I'm trying to get you on some non-facts, but there you go.
No. I just wasn't quite sure. Yeah.
But yeah, Claire was horrified. She was like, "What do you mean? I can't swim? Like this is crazy." So she also wants to watch the Gremlins now because somebody was telling her about the Gremlins. So I was like, well, it's pretty scary. She goes, I don't care.
Oh, Gremlins. I watched it in 2021. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh. And then Gremlins 2, the new batch.
The new batch. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yep. So I mean, all tying back into Valentine's Day. Yeah. By the time we listen and get this on the airwaves, we hope that you've made it through your Valentine's and not mess that up. But...
Yep. There's always that. Best wishes.
Yeah. I'm laughing too much at this nonsense.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, man.
All right. Well, I guess we are out. Until next time, we'll roll out on this episode into our randomness and come back next week with episode 9.
Yeah, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And comment.
And give a comment.
Yes, please. Anybody comment.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
We don't care.